Exploring the history of the world, from ancient civilizations to modern times, presented by History Facts and Mysteries. The story of humanity is a tale of triumphs, tragedies, and transformations. From the earliest traces of human civilization to the complex global society we inhabit today, history is a rich tapestry woven with the threads of culture, innovation, and conflict. Yet, within the grand narrative, there are countless hidden details and remarkable moments that often escape our attention. Welcome to History Facts and Mysteries. In today's video, we'll embark on an extraordinary journey through time, exploring the rise and fall of civilizations, pivotal events, and fascinating facts about humanity's shared past. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to ensure you never miss out on uncovering the hidden stories behind history's most significant events. Now, let's dive into the captivating story of our world. The dawn of civilization. Mesopotamia and the birth of cities. Our journey begins in Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization. Located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, this fertile region saw the rise of the world's first cities around 4000 BCE. The Sumerians, who inhabited this land, developed some of humanity's most transformative innovations: the wheel, written language, cuneiform, and the concept of law, exemplified by the Code of Hammurabi. One lesser-known but intriguing fact about Mesopotamian culture is their advanced understanding of astronomy. They not only tracked the movements of celestial bodies but also used them to predict seasonal changes, which helped revolutionize agriculture. Their ziggurats, towering temple structures, were not just places of worship but also likely served as early observatories. Ancient Egypt. The kingdom of eternity. Moving along the Nile, we arrive in ancient Egypt, a civilization renowned for its monumental architecture, including the Great Pyramids of Giza. These pyramids have long been seen as a testament to human ingenuity, but did you know that the workers who built them weren't slaves, as often depicted? Archaeological evidence suggests they were skilled laborers who lived in organized communities and were compensated with food, beer, and other goods. Egypt's history is filled with fascinating figures, but one of the lesser highlighted is Hatshepsut, a female pharaoh who ruled with great success during the 15th century BCE. She expanded trade routes, commissioned incredible architectural projects, and even portrayed herself as male in statues to legitimize her authority in a male-dominated society. Classical antiquity. Greece and the foundations of democracy. As we journey westward, we encounter the ancient Greeks, whose contributions to philosophy, science, and politics still resonate today. Athens is celebrated as the birthplace of democracy, but what's rarely mentioned is that this early democracy was far from inclusive. Only male citizens could vote, meaning women, slaves, and non-citizens, making up the majority of the population, had no political voice. Beyond the political sphere, Greek culture was marked by stunning achievements in theater and mathematics. For instance, Pythagoras, famous for his theorem, was also a mystic who believed numbers held the key to understanding the universe. His school combined mathematical inquiry with spiritual teachings, reflecting the deep interconnection between science and religion in ancient thought. The Roman Empire. Masters of engineering and law. The Roman Empire, stretching from Britain to the Middle East at its height, is remembered for its incredible engineering feats: aqueducts, roads, and the Colosseum. But did you know that Roman concrete, a material they invented over 2,000 years ago, is still stronger than most modern concrete? Scientists have recently discovered that the secret lies in its self-healing properties, which allowed cracks to repair themselves over time. Another lesser-known aspect of Roman life was their sophisticated sanitation systems. Public baths, sewers, and clean water systems were integral to urban life, reflecting their commitment to public health. However, this innovation wasn't evenly distributed. Rural areas often lacked access to these advancements, highlighting the inequality within the empire. The Middle Ages. The power of faith and knowledge. The fall of Rome plunged Europe into what is often referred to as the Dark Ages, but this term can be misleading. While Europe struggled with political fragmentation, the Islamic Golden Age flourished in the Middle East. During this period, cities like Baghdad became hubs of knowledge, preserving and expanding upon the works of Greek and Roman scholars. One of the most remarkable figures of this era was Al-Khwarizmi, a mathematician whose work laid the foundation for algebra. The very word, algorithm, derives from his name, a testament to his lasting influence on modern science and technology. Meanwhile, in Europe, the power of the Catholic Church grew immensely. Gothic cathedrals, with their soaring arches and stained glass, became symbols of spiritual devotion and architectural innovation. The construction of these cathedrals required remarkable skill, and many of them took centuries to complete, with some like Notre Dame de Paris still standing as icons of medieval craftsmanship. The Renaissance, a rebirth of art and science. The Renaissance, beginning in the 14th century, was a time of extraordinary cultural revival. Centered in Italy, this period saw figures like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo push the boundaries of art and science. Leonardo's Vitruvian Man, for instance, wasn't just a work of art. It represented his deep exploration of human anatomy and the relationship between science and beauty. But did you know that many Renaissance breakthroughs were funded by powerful families like the Medicis? These wealthy patrons supported artists, architects, and scientists, effectively shaping the cultural landscape of the period. Without their patronage, masterpieces like the Sistine Chapel might never have been created. The Age of Exploration, a world connected by the 15th and 16th centuries, the Age of Exploration had begun, driven by a thirst for knowledge and wealth. Figures like Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan opened new trade routes, but their expeditions also led to the exploitation of indigenous populations and the transatlantic slave trade. One often overlooked aspect of this era is the role of navigational tools like the astrolabe, an ancient instrument refined by Islamic scholars, which allowed sailors to determine their latitude by observing the stars. These tools were crucial to the success of explorers and symbolized the interconnectedness of global knowledge during this period. The Industrial Revolution. Innovation and transformation. Fast forward to the 18th century, and the world is on the brink of an industrial revolution. This era brought unprecedented technological advances, from steam engines to mechanized looms, transforming agriculture, transportation, and manufacturing. However, it also brought significant social upheaval, including poor working conditions and child labor in factories. One lesser-known fact is how the Industrial Revolution fueled the growth of modern science. For example, James Watt's improvements to the steam engine were closely tied to his interest in thermodynamics, laying the groundwork for modern physics. The 20th century. A century of conflict and progress. The 20th century saw some of humanity's greatest achievements and darkest moments. The two world wars reshaped global politics, while the space race and technological advancements revolutionized how we live and interact. One remarkable but little discussed event is the Silent Parade of 1917, the first major civil rights protest in the United States. Organized by African Americans to protest lynching and racial violence, it set the stage for the civil rights movements that would dominate the mid-20th century. Meanwhile, the Cold War brought about a new era of innovation, from space exploration to the creation of the Internet. The tension between the US and the Soviet Union not only shaped geopolitics but also spurred technological advancements that continue to define our daily lives. The modern world. Interconnected and complex today, we live in a world shaped by the legacies of these historical periods. The rapid globalization of the 21st century is rooted in the exploration and industrialization of previous centuries. Yet, we also face challenges, from climate change to social inequality, that demand a deeper understanding of history to navigate successfully. As we explore the past, we gain insights into the resilience and creativity of humanity. History isn't just a collection of dates and events. It's a story of people, ideas, and the choices that brought us to where we are today. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through time. At History Facts and Mysteries, we believe history holds the key to understanding our present and shaping a better future. If you enjoyed this exploration of the world's history and want to uncover more hidden stories and fascinating facts, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Share your thoughts and favorite historical moments in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past. The world's history is vast, and there's always more to discover.